Hello dear students, I am Dr. Shikha Pandey, Associate Professor from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today we are going to discuss on the question bank related with the model number 2. So let's start this model number 2, that is natural resources. So what we have studied in this lecture, first of all the topic we are going to cover is the discussion on question bank, that is related with the natural resources. So the learning outcome of this topic is that it will illustrate natural resource and its necessity of natural resource conservation for sustainable and proper use. Means it will give you idea, and it will explain you the necessity of natural resource conservation and its sustainable use. And then course outcome will be like, you will remember the importance of environment by assessing its impact on the human world. Now the next is the at the end of the subject, student will be able to understand or remember the importance of environment by assessing its impact on the human world. So this will be the course outcome that we are going to achieve at the end of the course. So it starts this natural resource discussion on question bank with. So first one is the part A question, that is short answer question. It will be coming in examination as a short answer question, like in 2 marks. 2 marks. So first of all, first question is that what is renewable and non-renewable resources? Give example. Resources means those things that is available on the earth freely. So renewable are those resources that we can renew, and non-renewable are those resources that we cannot renew. So the renewable resources example is the sunlight, air, water, wind energy and everything. And non-renewable example is again the fossil fuel and oil and coal, and all these are the example for non-renewable energy resources. Means those energy resources which we cannot renew in a normal human lifespan. And next is the endless different surface and groundwater sources. So surface water source are those surface water means those water that are flowing on the ground like river, and groundwater sources are the aquifers and aqueducts that is already present within the groundwater. So next is the environment and social impacts of mining. So mining is a very dangerous activity because mining is extraction of minerals from their ore. So in India, mining activities is going on all those places where mines are available. So what will happen, the main environmental cause related with social mining is that first of all is the environmental pollution, air pollution, water pollution, and social impact is like land subsidence is there. At the place of mining, land subsidence is there because land subsidence means suddenly collapse of land into the earth surface, and this will be leads to the migration of social people from their native place to any other place. So mining activity is very much vastly affected the social life of a normal person also, and the environmental effect also. Next is the what is an aquifers. Aquifers means those rocks, those sediments that is present beneath the earth surface, and those they are holding the groundwater. Means aquifers is nothing but it is a type of rocks. Those they are holding the water that is present in the groundwater. So these are called as aquifers, and there are 2 types of aquifers is there: unconfined aquifer and confined aquifer. So unconfined means like those aquifers that are not that can be easily permeable, and confined aquifers means those they are present between 2 type of impermeable rocks. So the taking water is not much easy. And aquifers are those rocks that are holding groundwater. Generally, if you will define this aquifers is less the environmental effects of using of mineral resources. Mineral resource will cause exploitation of natural resources, like the environmental effect that is related with mining is the first of all air pollution, water pollution, groundwater pollution, all these pollution is related with this mining of natural resources. And effects of using environment, these are the environmental effects of using these mineral resources. Next is the defined mineral. Mineral is a structure of any chemical that will have a fixed structure is called as mineral. Mineral, we can use mineral for many purposes, like for smelting, for making iron, steel, for making buildings, for buildings, for bridges and everything. What is the importance of rainwater harvesting? Rainwater harvesting is a very important term. Means what in this term, what we are doing in rainwater, like we'll harvest the rainwater, we'll collect the rainwater inside a building or below a building. Our tank is there where we are going to collect rainwater. So its importance is that it is very much important, because first of all, water is our very important natural resources. So its conservation is very much important. You can use this rainwater in the cleaning purpose. You can use it for irrigation purpose. When water was not available, then you can utilize this water for many washing purpose, many purpose. So this rainwater harvesting is very much important, and in some area you will treat this rainwater and it can use for drinking purpose also. Next is what are the benefits and problems associated with the larger dams. As we have already discussed, dam is the kind of bridge. A dam was built at the place where they will stop the flow of a river, and they will collect the river water for the irrigation purpose, or for the means many flood. If more water will come, flooded area is there, then dam has been made to stop the water and to stop the flow of water. So this will be like benefits associated with dams is that it will be easily for the irrigation purpose. It will provide water for irrigation. It will stop the flood. It will convert the path of a river, so that that will be beneficial. Means flood will not come sometimes, and it will be diverted to the path to some area which will be dry. Then we can provide water to theirs also. And next is the problem associated with dam. First major problem that is associated with dam is that dam will cause a seismic activity. Means due to a larger dam, earthquake, that area will be very much prone towards the earthquake, because more water is accumulated at one place. This will be allowing the seismic activity inside the earth surface. That is the biggest problem that is related with the dam. And next is the livelihood of a people. They will migrate the people, and that is socio-economic effect. If we will talk about the socio-economic effect, like human being, they are living nearby to the land area, they have to shift it from one place to another place to making dams. And next question is define solar cell. Solar cell are the little bit cell is there. They will accumulate the sunlight, and they will convert it to electrical energy. That is the main definition of the solar cell. Solar cell are those cell, they will collect the sunlight, and then they will utilize this sunlight for the electricity purpose, with the effect is called as photovoltaic effect. And its application is that electricity we can use water heater electricity. And nowadays many appliances are now solar based. Next is what are the impacts of deforestation on environment. Deforestation has many drastic impact on the environment, means many negative effect on the environment. First one, if we'll talk about, is the extinction of species. Next is the pollution. Then climate change, we can say that climate change. Then late arrival of monsoon due to this forest deforestation, late arrival of monsoon. All many drastic changes in the environment that is related with this deforestation. This first is the extinction of a species, pollution, air pollution, climate change, late arrival of monsoon. Many things are there, and that will be affecting very much to any weather or any climate. What are the two reasons why we should conserve natural resources? Because Main reason is that it should be for everyone, means every species is present on this earth. They have a survival and nourishment with the natural resources. That's why first of all we have to conserve it. Second, we have to conserve it for the coming generation also. What is the importance of land as a natural resource? Land has very much importance because land will provide you crops. Land will provide you crops. It will provide you forestry, will provide you home, shelter. That's why many fishing activity, all thing is possible in this land only. So these are the importance of land, and land is a very important natural resources. What are different type of natural resources? Natural resources is a land resource, mineral resource, water resource, forest resource. There are four type of resources that is available on the earth. Is the land resource, water resource, forest resource and soil resources. Many resources are there on the environment that is present on this earth, and they are the different type of natural resources. Next is the, you can see this in the picture, this is the picturization about the groundwater. Means you can see this that like the aquifers is there. Aquifers is present beneath this water table. Aquifers is there. Aquifers are those rocks, they are holding water. Holding water means rock, those who are holding groundwater is called as aquifer. So two type of aquifers is there: confined aquifer, unconfined aquifer. Unconfined aquifer means just after this water table is there, so it will be, you can take water from there easily. But if confined aquifer is sandwiched between two bedrocks. Confined aquifers are sandwiched. Confined aquifers are sandwiched between two impermeable rocks. Between two impermeable rocks. That's why this confined aquifer is there. Like confined aquifer is present between two confined beds. So it is not possible to take groundwater from confined aquifer. Only unconfined aquifer will provide you groundwater. And here you can see that pump is there, and then this water is coming from streams. These are the discharge area, recharge area. Water is coming from rain, runoff. They are collecting inside this, and this is the water table, and this is the groundwater. You can see groundwater is divided into two types of rocks: confined aquifers and unconfined aquifers. And beneath the earth surface, if you go, all are confined aquifers is there. Means where it is very tough to get water from these kind of aquifers, like very hard rock is there. So drilling of hard rock is important in these areas, and the water, seepage of water is also very tough in the confined aquifers. Means recharging of aquifers, means collection of water in the aquifers is also very tough, because it will take centuries or millennia to collect water inside aquifers, because they are they are sandwiched between two type of impermeable rocks. Means those rocks, they are impermeable, means they will not allow to seepage water inside the aquifers. Now comes to the next question that are related with this, again the party, that is short answer question. So first of all, what are the use and types of mineral? So when we are talking about the use of minerals can be used everywhere in the making of buildings, bridge and buildings of making of buildings, bridge. And then types of mineral are two type of minerals: silicon mineral and non-silicon mineral. And next is discuss the problem of over exploitation of groundwater. Over exploitation of groundwater will leads to the pollution of water inside a groundwater. Means air pollutant will enter inside a groundwater. So if toxic chemicals is there, toxic chemicals like arsenic, cadmium, nickel, lead, all these are toxic chemicals. They from fertilizer, they can enter inside the groundwater, and after it's entering into the groundwater, it will be going to deplete this groundwater. And if pollution will will go inside a groundwater, then it is very tough to reduce the pollution from groundwater, because if your groundwater is polluted, means there are like groundwater will not be will we cannot depollute, we cannot clean this groundwater, and over exploitation of groundwater is like that. The over exploitation will be results from the over harnessing of water for irrigation purpose, for any purpose. And what exactly are fossil fuel and how they are non-renewable? Fossil fuels are the fuels that is present beneath the earth's surface, and that will be formed after millennium of years. That's why they are not renewable, because we cannot renew it in within a human lifespan. Within a human lifespan, it is very tough to renew these resources. Renew these resources like coal. So, in a normal human being lifespan, you cannot renew these renewable resources. That's why it is coming under a category of non-renewable energy resources. Define soil erosion, how it can be checked. Erosion or displacement of top layer of soil is called as soil erosion. The top layer of soil has been eroded from the top surface. This is the top layer of soil that can be eroded from this surface by the activity of wind, water, means that this soil are not much, they're having a less bulk density, means like they are not much compacted due to, and it is also, it can be due to the cutting of forests, because no tree is there, then the soil is not bounded at one place, and due to this soil erosion will cause. And you can check it by losing the fertility of soil at a time. And here you can see that the picture of soil erosion I have given, like due to rainwater. If no tree is there, no greenery is there, then by rainwater or by air, by any means, soil can be displaced from one place to any place, other place, the top layers of soil. And the top layer of soil is the most fertile part of the soil. So this is a splash. Sometimes water splashes there. Due to water splash, runoff is there, and then soil is moving from one place, and that different kind of soil erosion is there. You can see that this is called as gully erosion. Means they will make a little bit path in the soil area. This water will make. So this we can say that gully erosion. Real erosion is there. Then sheet. The water will make a runoff path like sheet. Then this is called as sheet erosion. This is a different type of erosion. Describe the various measures to be taken to control the flood. To control the flood, first of all, we have to make dams. Then what we should do? We'll change the path of the river. From path of the river should be changed, should be diverted. And first of all, dam should be made, and the path of rivers should be diverted. What are the main reasons for scarcity of water in India? Due to over exploitation or over consumption, or not awareness about this water resources, there is the water scarcity of India. Because due to this climate change and dry weather, water monsoon pattern has been changed in India. Due to this clearing of forest, deforestation, clearing of forest, monsoon pattern has been changed. Pattern has been changed. So this will be causing the scarcity of water, because only rain will get naturally the water, and more dry weather is there. This will leads to the scarcity of water. Now comes to the part B question, that will be long answer question. Here again we have to discuss about the natural resources, means those resources that are available on the earth, available freely for the utilization of human being for our livelihood purpose, is called as natural resources. And some different method of water conservation of water resources. The first one is the rainwater harvesting. Next is the watershed management. Explain how water become a renewable resources. What are the effects of over exploitation of water resource? Water is a renewable resource because you cannot you will renew water in a normal human being lifespan, because water is coming from rain, or water can be come from many means is there. And due to over exploitation of water resources, drought is the main reason due to over exploitation of water resources. First effect that is related with the over exploitation is the drought, because many area groundwater is not present. In the Karnataka, you can see in the news like Karnataka don't have groundwater. So these are the over exploitation of water resources, means people will over exploit water resources for irrigation purpose, for their household activity, for any activity. So this condition will be occur in that kind of area, that is called as drought. Now next is discuss briefly droughts and flood with respect to their occurrence and impacts. So drought, as we know, that drought we can define it as like a dry area of any place is called as drought, and here the rainfall will be very less, and due to no rainfall, water scarcity. Normally, if we'll talk about this drought, is that water scarcity. Water scarcity condition is called as drought. Water scarcity condition is there, it is called as drought. And flood is the overcoming of water is called as flood. So during the monsoon season, or if any more water is there, so what will happen in any river that will be very densely river, water will come in more amounts, that why this flood is there. And these two conditions are related with the socio-economic effect of any person, of any, means like it's a, if impact is environmental impact, social impact also, and then economical impact also. Because flood area, in the flood people will not get food to eat, they will don't have any shelter to live, and their job will be lost, and everything is there. Same for the drought condition is there, people will lose their job, people will don't have food to eat, they have no money also. So that this will be very much affecting the social life, economical life, and all life of social, economical, and environment naturally. So what are the advantage and disadvantage of dam to the society? First advantage is you can stop the flood. You will provide water for irrigation in a good manner. And disadvantage is like it is the dislocation of people from their own native area. Next is the related with disadvantage is that dislocation of people, and next is the earthquake activity. That area will become prone to earthquake prone zone, that dams will be become. Then next question is the discuss in details the major environmental and social impacts of mineral extraction. Here again, due to the mineral extraction, social impact is there, land subsidence is there, land subsidence, pollution. So what will happen in land subsidence? It is a sudden collapse of land into in mining activity, into a mining area. Then people will be have to move, they have to migrate from their native place to any other place. Next is the how serious is the water logging and soil salinity in land degradation. Water logging is the main reason for land degradation, because due to the logging of water, land quality has been degraded. This will be lost, thus the fertility of soil. And next is the salinity is there. The saline is added in the soil properties, and this will be making soil as a saline. And in the saline soil, the fertility of soil has been lost. Next is the list out the alternate energy sources, explain their present status, merits and demerits. So here you have to mention about the alternate energy sources, means all those energy sources that can be alternate, that we can use as an alternate as energy sources when we compare it with the traditional energy sources. So alternate energy sources are the example are the solar energy, wind energy, ocean thermal energy, and next is the nuclear energy. And there you have to explain its present status and its merits and demerits. So I think with all these renewable resources, merits that is associated is that they are available in free. First merit is there, that available in free of cost. Next is it is environment friendly. Third thing is that it will be easily available, and you don't, and it will be get plenty of amount. And demerit is that sometimes it will be associated with the weather condition. If we're using the solar light, then if weather is not good, then you will not get energy. Like that, some demerit is there, and sometimes it will be much costly. For in if we'll talk about the wind energy, it is costly also. Next is the what are the wind farms and advantages as disadvantages associated with the wind power. Wind farm is nothing but which is the biggest area that has been harnessed with the wind turbines, and that turbine will collect wind energy, and they will convert this kinetic energy of air into electrical energy. And their advantage is that it is pollution free, it is eco friendly, and it can be available in a plenty of amount, and it will be not going to it will be easily available. And next disadvantage is that it is and sometimes it is much costly, and sometimes it will be not easily available. More R&D should be necessary to make it available for a normal person. For a normal means for a more practice. Next is again the advantage of how the hydropower and how energy is generated in a hydroelectric power plant, where you have to discuss the mechanism of hydroelectric power plant. And the advantage associated with this hydropower is that it will be collect water with the force of water. Electricity will be produced, and that electricity we can use in anywhere. And this hydro water, it will be planted on the dams. So the advantage is that it is a green energy, eco-friendly, it is available in much amount, and it is pollution-free also. But this energy, how energy is generated in hydroelectric power plant, this will be generated energy by the potential, by the force of water that is coming from a bigger sources. This force will have to use for the generation of electricity from hydroelectric power plant. What are the anthropogenic causes of droughts and flood? Again, the anthropogenic causes. Anthropogenic means those who are man-made human activity, like human-induced activity. So the first one is the clearing of forest, habitat destruction, pollution, air pollution, water pollution, and these are the man-made activity of the droughts and flood. And then explain how solar energy converted to electrical power, and what are the problem in this regard. So here you have to explain the mechanism of conversion of solar sunlight into the solar energy. So what will happen? P-type and N-type semiconductor is there. P-type and N-type semiconductor is there, where what will happen due to sunlight that P-type and N-type conductor has been recharged due to the photovoltaic effect has been created. And due to this photovoltaic effect, energy is generated inside a solar cell. And solar energy, a solar cell is there. On the solar cell, P-type and N-type conductors are there. Many solar cell is there, and in this solar cell, P-type and N-type conductor is there, and that will making recharging of this due to sunlight. The electrons of this solar cell has been recharged, and due to this recharging, electricity will be produced. Next is the impacts of urbanization and industrialization on land. Here again, the improper utilization of land, and land is a very important resource. Clearing of forest and losing the fertile land resources. Next is again the short note on non-renewable energy resources. Explain how almost every source of energy has its limit. Exactly. This is a very important question, and this is a very good question. We have to think about, like, all sources of energy has some limitation. Like for solar energy, you will not get solar energy in the bad weather when rain will come. So this is the limitation regarding this solar energy. Like that, ocean thermal energy, many limitation is there. So you have to discuss the limits in every renewable energy resources, non-renewable energy resources. Next is the part B question. Part B, that is a long answer question. Next question is the what are renewable and non-renewable energy source? Give the advantages of renewable energy sources. So you have to categorize between renewable and non-renewable. Renewable are those that are solar energy, wind energy, sun energy, ocean thermal energy, and nuclear energy. And non-renewable are coal and fossil fuels are the non-renewable energy resources. And you have to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages. Next is the advantage of solar energy. Here you will discuss about its pollution free, eco-friendly, and it's you can replace this solar energy as a natural energy resources. Then again the water dams and discuss the advantage and disadvantage of dam. Explain briefly about rainwater harvesting and give it importance to the society. Rainwater harvesting is the collection of water in a tank, where this tank has been harnessed in every building. So they will collect the rainwater for its, and then at the time of water scarcity, they will use this rainwater for either for irrigation purpose or for washing, cleaning, every purposes that you can use in the urban society. Next is the part C type of question. Part C will have some problem solving and critical thinking question. So first one is discuss the importance of land as a natural resource. Here you have to think about this question. Here you have to discuss as a first term one is the land as a natural resources. The importance of land you have to discuss, and next how explain how worse land surface is getting degradation. And next you have to discuss about the land degradation. The degradation in the quality of land means degradation in the quality of land. Of land is called as land degradation. Explain how energy resources has its limits. What would be the attitude of using energy in this world? Means what should be the attitude? So here you have to discuss about the sustainability, sustainable development, sustainability, like, and we have to think about we cannot over exploit this energy resources, because this energy resources is very much important for next generation also. Next is the what change would you incorporate in your life cycle to move toward the sustainable use of natural resources. So here you have to mention about the low carbon lifestyle, and then use of natural resource, natural form of energy, and then renewable energy sources. Dependency should be increased. What you can do to conserve water? Explain how rainwater can be harvested. So here you have to discuss about the conservation method of water, like watershed conservation and rainwater harvesting. Next is the water is an unique resources. Comment on this statement. This is the very important question regarding the water. Water is a unique resources because water is the only thing that have three states: solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. So solid state is the ice, liquid is the water, and gaseous state is in the H2. You can see that. So you have to discuss this quality of water. That's why this water is a unique natural resources. Next is the again environment and social impact of mining. Then where you have to discuss about the pollution related with the mining and the social impacts, like land subsidence, movement of people, migration of people, and what are the major anthropogenic causes of droughts and flood. What is wind energy? Enumerate the advantage and disadvantage associated with wind energy. Like wind energy, the conversion of the kinetic energy of wind into electricity is called as wind energy. And advantages that is eco-friendly, it is pollution-free, it can be renewable source of energy, it is available in plenty of amount. And disadvantage is that during bad weather you cannot get. It's depend on the weather condition also. Discuss the water resource problems, mean the scarcity of water and the droughts related with the water. All you have to discuss. What kind of energy do we get from the sun? Explain how we convert solar energy to the electricity. So here you have to discuss about the solar energy and then the conversion of solar energy into the electricity, that is by the use of p-type and n-type semiconductor, where sunlight will be there and that sunlight will recharge the electrons of this p-type and n-type conductor, and then due to this recharging of electrons, a photovoltaic effect will causes the generation of electricity for the electricity purpose. Now the solar energy can be converted into the electricity purpose with this p-type and n-type semiconductor that has been harnessed on the solar cell. So solar cell is everywhere on the top roof of a building, so that can be harnessed this solar energy for the electricity purpose. Now thank you. These are the all questions related with the model number 2, that was the natural resources. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.